What's up everyone, Sean Count Blackgrith here today with a collection update video, and this is also my first video with my new phone. I just picked up the Galaxy S6, S8 Edge Plus, excuse me, I'm so used to saying S6 because I had one, I don't know where the hell I put it. I smashed the screen on it about a month ago. It was putting glass into my thumb. It couldn't hold a charge at all, and I had an upgrade, so for very little money I was able to upgrade. So thankfully I now have this, and I'm trying actually the rear-facing camera, and I'm using a program called SideSync, which allows me to monitor myself using my laptop. So if you see me look down like this, that's because I'm watching the video as I'm making it. So there's that, if you're curious about that for some reason. But the quality of this should be good. Hopefully I can edit it without any issues. Alright, so for this update, I have a few shirts, some cassettes, and then one CD, and something really, really cool I've been wanting to show. So let's get into this. First, I want to give a big shout out to a subscriber of mine named Ben NG here on YouTube. Ben has been a long-time subscriber of mine, and he was kind enough to send me a message saying, hey, I have some stuff you might be interested in. If you want it, send me your address. And it was a total surprise to me what it was, and I had no idea what it was. But when I got it, I was so fucking happy. So Ben, thank you so much for this. It means the world to me that you sent me this stuff. It was 2 shirts. First shirt is actually really awesome because I'm starting to exercise more to lose weight, and I love this. It's perfect. Coffee and death metal and push-ups. I love coffee, I love death metal. Still working on the push-ups. But this is a shirt by Hatewear Inc. Yeah, never heard of the company before, but really like this shirt. It's very comfortable, very soft, really cool design. Thank you so much, man. I love this shirt. And this one blew me away because I came very close to buying this. A couple times, actually. I came very close to ordering this from Hell's Headbangers, and that is Iljar. Excuse me, with that burp. Forest Poetry. One of my favorite Norwegian black metal bands. Dude wrote some of the rawest shit on the planet. It sounded like punk, played with a black metal mindset, and the guitar tones sounded like he threw his amp into a bathtub that was just full of water, and then he just sliced the cone with a razor blade. It just sounds that harsh, and I love it. Some people don't, but I do, and if you don't like it, then don't listen to it. Alright, next shirt. This was sent to me by my buddy Shep, the owner of this label, Appalachian Noise Records. He sent me this really cool A&R shirt. I love his label, I love his logo, I love this shirt. Fantastic quality Gildan shirt. Speaking of shirts, just gonna throw a quick plug my way. I have a short sleeve that's about to be designed, and I'm currently working on ideas for a long sleeve and a hoodie. So let me know if you guys want me to put up a pre-order for all 3 of them at once, or if you would rather me just do them one at a time. But they're going to be really fucking cool, trust me on that. Anyways, Appalachian Noise Records. A&R is a fantastic label based out of Ohio. Put out stuff like Unrest, that's actually Shep's band, White Worm, The Projectionist, and these bands, on top of, apparently he's going to be releasing some Disaster shit. I don't know, but if he is, that's fucking cool. He sent me 2 tapes. I'll talk about this one first. This is a band, I believe, from Ohio. I could be wrong on that, and I think I am. This is Concubine with Let Them Die. This is a, like, sort of crusty black metal band. Way I would describe it is, think of Trap Them, but blackened. Like, to a very strong degree, to the point where it sounds more like black metal than crust punk. But this is so fucking good. Riffs for days. This is actually a compilation between the Let Them Die and Into a Void from... Why can't I read today? Into a Void Ever Flowing. My favorite of the two is the Let Them Die demo. My favorite song from it is Bastard. Just some absolutely bludgeoning, hammering riffs. Like, some of the heaviest shit I've really heard in black metal in terms of just like a really chunky, like groovy riff that isn't very common in black metal. They utilize a lot of those, and the one in Bastard, the first time I heard that, I just was like, oh my god, and I wanted to start punching shit. Think of like Young and in the Way, but not as like hardcore influenced, I guess, and then you'll get Concubine. So if that sounds like something you'd be into, link will be in the description to check it out. That is Concubine with Let Them Die. And the second tape that he sent me, this is a band that features members of The Projectionist and I believe 2 people or 1 person, I can't remember, from South Korea. This is Thy Sepulchral Moon with Incantations Inciting Demise. This tape fucking rules. Limited to 100 copies. I got number 79. Of course, by Appalachian Noise. God, the zoom on this is sick. The quality. I hope this video works. Please let it work. This is a like Black Death band from, as I said, Canada, which is where The Projectionist is from, and South Korea. And this is some very chaotic, heavy, barbaric shit. If you're into, definitely there's a Beharit influence throughout it, but there's also more of like, if Nyack the Blizz was a bit more chill, then maybe you get an idea, sort of. Here it is. It's just 5 tracks long. It's really short. I know it doesn't break the 20-minute mark. Love that picture. Chaotic Spell of Black Terror Ritual. Once again, I'll have a link to where you can check this out and to the Appalachian Noise store. This is some awesome shit. Do not sleep on this because you will fucking regret it. So that is Thy Sepulchral Moon with Incantations Inciting Demise. Alright, up next are 2 more tapes. These were sent to me by my friend Craig here on YouTube. Check out his YouTube channel, Craig Legase. His collection is better than yours. I promise you that. And also follow him on Instagram. His collection, as I said, is better than your collection. It's better than pretty much anyone else's collection. He can go fuck himself for some of the records he has, including the Shadow Throne. On top of having the dopest collection on YouTube and Instagram, and pretty much of all time, he also makes tapes. And he sent me 2 of them that he's made. He actually sent me a Judas Iscariot one before, and then he sent me 2 of these, and I have another one on the way from him. I have no need to explain this, I'll just show it to you. If you haven't listened to this for some fucking reason, or you haven't seen the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, there's a problem, then you know the soundtrack if you already seen the movie, so if you haven't listened to it, go fuck yourself. Evil Dead soundtrack. I mean, come on. If you don't know this shit, there's a fucking problem. This has never been on cassette before, so Craig took it upon himself to make this shit, and it's fucking sick. Love the J card. Big fan of that, actually. That's really fucking sick. So you can see I got number 7. Don't know how many of these he made, but it doesn't really fucking matter, does it? Sick. Love that. Just a really creepy, awesome, classic soundtrack. I mean, I would say the only other soundtrack that is just even more classic would be like Halloween, because everyone knows that fucking piano. Anyways, moving on. Other tape he sent me. This is probably my second favorite Judas Iscariot release. This is Thy Dying Light. This is some absolutely killer US black metal. for years and years, I always just kind of wrote off Judas Iscariot as being, like, just another US black metal Dark Throne clone. And I couldn't have been more wrong. To me, at least, they have, like, almost a rhythmic quality that kind of brings to mind Graveland, but not nearly as rhythmic. I would say it kind of reminds me of, like, Celtic Winter, In the Glare of Burning Churches, Carpathian Wolves type of black metal, but not pagan, if that makes sense. But yeah, this shit's awesome. He made this tape as well. Fucking love it. My favorite Judas Iscariot, in case you're wondering, is To Embrace the Corpse is Bleeding. But this one still fucking rules. Very nice tape. Well done with the sticker. Side Darkness, Side Victory. Sound on this is absolutely fantastic. He did a great job. And of course with the J card. Killed it. Favorite song is His Eternal Life, Like a Dream Was Obliterated, I believe is what it says. Yep. Love that song. Track 7 is fucking killer. Track 8, I mean, come on. Shit's amazing. Then on the second side, I'll read that. It's really fucking cool. But yeah, thank you so much, Greg, if you see this video. Love these tapes. You do a great job with them. Keep up the great work because, honestly, the tapes he's made absolutely fucking destroy some of the ones I bought from, like, tape labels. And he doesn't have a label. He just does this because he loves doing it. But then again, I guess that's the difference between someone that does it for money and does it because they love it. Greg does it because he loves it, and you can tell because these tapes look great and sound great. There's absolutely no issues with any of them, so thank you so much, man. Alright, up next are 2 tapes that I picked up from Hell's Headbangers. I had just a little bit of money, like barely 20 bucks to spend, and I was like, you know what, I need to get myself something to cheer myself up. This is probably about 2 months ago, and I picked these up because I missed out on them in 2016. And I didn't have the money for the LP versions. I still don't, even though I still really, really want them. This is Void Meditation Cult with Utter the Tongue of the Dead. If you do not know Void Meditation Cult, they are a Black Death band from Ohio, very similar to Beharit. If you like Beharit, definitely check them out. I believe it was 2010, 2011. I know I got into the label Hell's Headbangers around that time frame. I can't remember exactly when, but I know it was around that time. And that was when this band's first incarnation was around, which was called Sperm of Antichrist. And then they changed their name to Void Meditation Cult for the better because that name was utter garbage. Musically, they went a little bit more with the Beharit influence. The Sperm of Antichrist stuff was a bit more black metal, kind of straightforward. Still heavily influenced by Beharit, but by the time they did the Sulphurous Prayers demo, which I do own, they just went full on into the Beharit worship, and it is so damn good. If you like Drawing Down the Moon era, you have no reason not to listen to this. So definitely check this out. Hell's Headbangers, as usual, does the whole pro tape deal, factory sealed, all that fun shit. And then you have a gigantic pro J card. I try to figure, yeah. Bear with me as I learn this, like, camera, because I've never filmed quite like this before. So, with the lyrics, all that good shit. If you haven't listened to Void Meditation Cult, check them out, especially vocally. Very Beharit styled, with the whispery sort of vocals that you'd hear on, like, Drawing Down the Moon. So, if that sounds appealing to you, check it out. If you don't like Beharit, don't even bother. You probably won't like this. Up next is another album from 2016, as I said. This is also a Hell's Headbangers band, but this was not released by Hell's Headbangers. I can't remember who released this, and it doesn't say. But, this is Cult of Ghoul's latest album with Coven. This is the double cassette version. The CD version is a 2 CD version, and the vinyl version is a 3 LP. And I really want both, but whatever. If you don't know Cult the Ghouls, they are probably one of the best black metal bands to come out in years, especially out of Poland. I'm trying to get that to focus. There you go. Cult the Ghouls, Coven or Evil Ways Instead of Love. They've always had like a very witchcraft sort of sound to it. Like I could always picture them just like recording in like an old cabin getting fucked up off like just drinking heavily and drinking like fucking potions and crazy shit like that, and just like writing this really twisted, truly, genuinely evil witchcraft themed black metal. And I've always loved them. It always sounds like super like old. Like it feels like this was created in the time when there was like the scare of like witches and shit like that. I love it. I've always loved this band. And Coven kind of took that sound and went way further with it by turning it into like almost like a black metal rock opera. It comes with this in this like case. You have show you the 2 tapes. Not much to see with them really, but side 1, side 2, and then side 3 repeats on both sides. And then you have this really cool booklet, which is almost like a program for a like play. And you even have like the cast of characters and shit like that over here. Lyrics, pictures to go along with every song. I mean, the songs are extremely long on this. If you're not a fan of long songs, don't even bother with this. But if you don't mind them, this is definitely worth the time. I would say for sure. This booklet is so cool. But yeah, check out Cult the Ghouls, Coven. One of my favorite albums from last year. Just super creepy, ritualistic, terrifying, witchcraft sort of black metal rock opera. I don't fucking know. Alright, so I have a lot more CDs to show than just this, but it would make this video way too long, and I don't want to have to edit and render and then upload all that, so I'm just going to kind of keep it short. I'm going to show you this one CD. This is one of the best demos I've heard in a long time. You cannot get this physical copy. You can only listen to it on Bandcamp download. Here on YouTube you can listen to it, etc. just digitally. This was done by my friend James. He lives over in England, and this project of his, first of all, he's an artist, Totenhound Art. Follow him on Instagram, and I'll show you why I say you should follow him on Instagram in a minute. But this is his project Ashen Throat, and this is the demo Breathing Black Fire. He only made 4 of these by hand, and I have number 3. This is an incredible, incredible demo. Basically, I would describe it as, think of like some really, really aggressive, improvised black metal that kind of has like atmospheric and melodic tendencies, but it doesn't dwell on them too much. It's a very bizarre listen in terms of how aggressive it starts and then how it just like kind of mellows out in some ways while still maintaining a certain level of aggression yet having beauty with it, which is super intriguing to me. And as I said, this is like majority improvised, so this is like really fucking impressive. Favorite song off this is probably Wheel of Dedication or Axis. Those songs roll, but of course the song Breathing Black Fire, it's just such an aggressive punch in the fucking face of just incredible black metal. Like, you feel like you are breathing black fire when you like really dive into that song. Killer shit. And he sent me this before he sent me the demo, and this was super cool of him. So on Instagram, he sent me a message with the Totenhound Instagram saying, Hey man, I want to send you a drawing, maybe cheer you up during all this. And this was at the perfect time because my mom was in the hospital when it arrived. And I needed to be cheered up, and this made me so fucking happy when I saw it. He drew this of me, which is so fucking cool. To Sean from James, from the darkest of dark come brotherhood and friendship. I love that at the bottom, the count. That's absolutely amazing. First time I saw this, I just stared at it. He even shipped it all the way from England, framed, which is fucking sick. So, thank you so much, man. This means the world to me. I'm going to actually... I have it currently sitting on my subwoofer, but I'm going to put it up above either that door or my closet door. I'm not sure which, but this is fucking amazing. Thank you so much, man. Alright, and that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this looks really good, like I think it does. If it does, fantastic. Then all my videos are going to look absolutely killer from this point on. But that's it. Let me know what you guys think of the shit I showed. If you listen to it, tell me what your favorite is out of all of them. I'm sure most of you are going to say Cult of Ghouls, but whatever. Anyways, check out everything I talked about. Links will be in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.